Okay, I'm convinced there are evil garage demons. I'm putting the clips in here, and I'm trying to put the one in on this side, and I dropped it. So I look, and I can't see that fucking thing anywhere. There is a minuscule gap behind this pedal, and it went straight down and underneath here, and that's where it currently resides. I'm going to try and hook it out because I don't like to waste it, but there is a limit to my patience with this kind of shit, so I may end up just leaving it there and getting another one. Really, doesn't this just piss you off? Oh, and earlier I needed the ignition keys out of the car to unlock a glove box, and rather than kind in the car, I reached in, put my finger in the loop of the key ring and pulled the keys out of the ignition. No, the keys then fall off of my finger and go down through the transmission hole and land underneath the middle of the car. Fucking garage gremlins. Okay, here are the 4 pieces ready to go into the doors. I think maybe once they're in there I may even spray paint on them, but I'm not sure yet. Why would I do that? I don't know, in all honesty. But let's get them stuck in and see how it goes. Now, because of the lead loading, where these 2 pieces of chrome go, I've got to trim a little bit. I didn't give these pieces of chrome to the body people when they were doing the lead loading, and also that was the previous guy who did a lot of fuck-ups. So I'm having to modify the chrome. It's not a big deal, it's just annoying. Okay, my package has arrived. Hopefully it will compare to the old one. Let's see, shall we? Oh, I'm not putting money on it, by the way. Okay, well, it's black. It's got damaged fins, but that's not a big deal. It looks close to the original. These ribs are much wider, but hopefully that's not going to be an issue. Yeah, I've got to say it's looking pretty good. Gonna have to put some padding on it. That's expected. Dimension wise, I mean, it seems to be okay. No, at the moment I don't see an issue. The truth or proof of the pudding is in the eating, and that is what's next. I'm going to fit it into the box once I've put some padding on to try and avoid the rattly stuff. Wish me luck. We'll see how it goes, won't we? Alright, I'm just offering it up now to the heater box. Aligning this port because that's what I have to do. But look, what a fucking surprise. It's not aligning. So I have choices here. I can cut a little bit more out here because I need to pull it, or I can try prying it. If I pry it, I might damage it. Why can't they make something as it should be? This is a fucking joke. Bloody incompetent assholes. And in fact, sorry, you probably saw me just push it then to try and get the top aligned here. And now look how far out it is. I mean, this is disgusting shit that we have to deal with in the restoration world. And S&G Barrett really don't give a shit. I will be sending a comment and photographs to the Jaguar Enthusiast Club, who have an affiliation with S&G Barrett, and then maybe at least the next guy in line won't have to suffer the shit like I am. Well, you may be wondering about my choices. I don't want to put strain on the heater matrix, so now I have to cut this out, weld up the gap, because I don't want that there, and repowder coat this whole piece. Thanks S&G Barrett for making a nice piece of crap. Okay, so after some butt clenching, I marked and drilled the holes. I've shortened the chrome strips. Next is time to fit them. And let's hope I don't chip any paint. Yep, and there it is, installed. Yes, I know I've switched sides. I'm just letting the other side set because I needed to glue it a bit. It's not perfection. Let me shut the bonnet. Hang on a second. But once the bonnet is shut down fully, it'll be close. Maybe no cigar, but it'll be close. Because the bonnet will come down. Sorry guys. The bonnet will come down a little further. Let's have a look at the other side. I know I wasn't going to show you, but I just can't help myself. And there, actually this looks a little better. So I might have to lower the bonnet on the other side a bit, and in fact maybe on this side a bit, just to try and get the chrome strips to line up. We will see how that goes. Oh boy. Yeah, that really was a bum twitcher drilling that. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely. I promise I will get back to the engine running problems. But I still seem to have a leak at the back of the engine, which is very concerning. Maybe I'll need to put some kind of sealant in. But I guess first what I need to do is get my camera back there and have a look. Where are we going now? We're going to go back to dealing with the heater matrix fuck up. The piece of metal is there. I've stripped it now. I now have to cut the hole. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it, whether I'm just going to plug this hole first and then recut it, or grind this out and then make a half moon shape. It's a clusterfuck, and it really pisses me off that I've got to do this, but do it I will. Okay, so I've had to modify my heater box because S&G Barrett can't build crap the way it should be. I've made the hole bigger now, but I am going to fill in the hole because I don't like it. I want to try and make this a
reasonably circular hole. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. Yes, I'm going to weld it, but trying to cut a little thin piece of metal and weld it in there is going to be a challenge. I'll see how it goes.
These are those pads that I was talking about inside the door, and when the window comes down it rests against that. I do have to put a little bit of some goop between the metal and the dynamat, so that I don't get a vibration there, but that's just my personal preference. I think originally they may have had a pad there, but that was great for gathering water and consequently rusting through your door at that point. Also, the same applies to a lot of these pads where the windows come down. It used to rust there as well. So let me get the goo on there. Okay, so I've made this little piece. It's not the perfect shape. Got a bit more to do down here, which I'm probably just going to try and fill in with weld. There's magnets holding it on at the moment, so try and ignore that lump there. That is where the hole needs to be. So it's going to be fun welding this, but it's something I'm going to attempt to do. As I'm sure you're all aware, I am no welding expert. So this may take a few goes. I'll just do a few tack welds to hold it in position, and then try and fill in that little gap, and then get my little Dremel out and try and make the hole look circular. Let's get on with it. Well, this is the angle I'm going to need to cut and weld that retaining strap for the dipstick. My plan is to cut it, weld it so that I'm obviously at that angle, and then once I've got that done, then I can decide on where to bend it to wrap around for the dipstick. Just takes a little bit of fucking around, and that should be good. Let's get on with it, huh? Or do you want to see this video? So I'll tell you what, I'm going to see if I've got enough footage here to push this video out for you guys. And then I can show you the end result in the next video of this bracket, and also of the heater modification that I've had to do. And this is all because I'm waiting for my clutch master cylinder to arrive and be able to get the clutch and then the brake master put back together. So get out in my garage, go do some shit.